How to get an ex back: secrets of positive manipulation. If you're in the middle of ending an important relationship, you'll very likely find yourself wondering how to go get an ex back. Know that it is possible, but you may need to use a few secrets of psychological manipulation to your advantage. It's a fact that almost everyone will experience the heartbreak of a relationship ending at some time. Apparently, that's part of life and the give and take of relationships. Sometimes it's best to cut your losses and move on. But most times it's not. In fact, quitting too soon deprives you from the chance of developing a relationship with real strength. It's easy to stay together when things are fun. It's powerful to work through tough times and emerge in love. Here, I'm going to give some suggestions about how to get an ex back. As you may have gathered, I believe that people should make an effort to work things out when their relationship hits a rough patch. Too many people give up too soon. There are some times when leaving is absolutely the right thing, and you need to be sure that you're not in that situation before you try to get your ex back. Mainly, don't try to reunite if you've been in a physically abusive relationship. Beyond that, it's usually reasonable to consider getting back with your ex. Assuming that your relationship is one of the majority worth saving. A good place to start learning how to get an ex back is to consider what caused the breakup in the first place. Don't dwell on the past, but take as clear a look at it as you can. If you look at it objectively, you may decide that you're better off without your ex and you should move on. More often, the reason for the breakup will seem trivial. Sometimes you'll recognize that you made a real mistake. If so, learn from it and become a better person. Most of the time you can get an ex back if you go about it in the right way, but if you don't get clear on the reasons you separated in the first place, you may find yourself going through another breakup in a few months. The overall strategy on how to get an ex back is simple: be someone they want to be with. You have an advantage here. They were in love with you recently, so there is something about you that they find attractive. Usually, it's just you being you at your best, not you at your most obnoxious. Which side have you been showing more of recently? Next, you want to look like you're doing fine without them. There's a reason for this. Consider it. Would you be more attracted to a needy, whiny, clinging person who can't seem to get their act together, or someone who's upbeat, positive, and seems to be fully engaged in life? I think the answer is obvious. You need to be careful with this. Stay at a distance and minimize communication, but don't seem so distant that your ex will think there's no chance of ever getting back with you. Be friendly, but somewhat aloof. It also works well if you create something of an air of mystery about yourself. For example, if at some point you have a casual conversation with your ex and they ask you what you're doing Saturday, let them know that you have plans or that you're hanging with some friends. Don't tell them any more than that. Even if they ask, if they do, you know they're hooked. Let them wonder what great things you're up to without them. These strategies are very useful to help you go about getting your ex back.